doing for the glory of God only. Many people are showboating now, wanting to preach and running all over chairs and doing all kind of ridiculous stuff just to show out and draw people into them. But when you're preaching a sound word like this, they can't hardly get too many people to come. But when you're having prayer meeting, something that's going to help your soul, many people don't want to hear it. But I don't care how many people I have to preach to. Lord, I want whatever I'm doing to be acceptable in thy sight, because at the end of the day, when I stand before God, it's not going to be, but Lord, nobody wouldn't come and hear me preach, so I didn't preach no more. Lord, nobody wouldn't clap with me when I was singing, so I'm not going to sing no more. Lord, they looked at me crazy when I was trying to tell them something, so I'm not going to give that word. That's not going to be acceptable when you stand before God and stand before you acceptable. Something that's going to help your soul. So that's my prayer today. Lord, whatever I do, I want it to be acceptable in thy sight. So when I come down to the end of my journey, I'll be able to say like Paul, I fought a good fight. I fought a good fight. Lord, I need more time. Lord, I didn't do that, so I want to walk back close to God, to where that I'm obeying him in everything. People say it's not possible, but it is if you're here and do what God has commissioned you to do. I want to walk that close to God. And the whole song say, have a little talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, have with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, have Jesus, talk with Jesus, Jesus, talk with Jesus, have a little talk with Jesus, have Jesus, talk with Jesus, have with Jesus, have talk with Jesus, Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, Jesus, talk with Jesus, have with Jesus, have Jesus, have Jesus, you to do. I want to walk that close to God. And the whole song say, have a little talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, talk a little talk with Jesus, Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, talk with Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, with Jesus, have Jesus, with Jesus, have a just a close about very minds and our actions, all that stuff we sit up and think about. We're going to have to give an account for it. So in our lives, we must remember that we have out of my mouth and the meditation of my heart and the stuff you think about needs to be acceptable in the outside of God. Because sometimes we sit up and think negative all the time. Oh, I can't stand this and I don't like that. I just can't stand negative people. I always got something negative to say. Nothing positive ever comes out of their mouth. But don't we know we got to give an account even for the thoughts of our very minds and our actions, all that stuff we sit up and think about. We're going to have to give an account. Have to give an account for it. So in our lives, we must remember that we have the accountability. Amen. We got to stand before a holy and righteous judge. And it's right there in the book. Everything that you've done in this mortal body. And when you stand before him, it's either going to be well done or depart from me. And I want my work today to be acceptable in the eyesight of God. So how do you do that? Stay prayed up. Stay fast up. Read your word and study God. Be a witness for him. Wherever you go, let your